Hey YouTube fam, it's Daughter of the Most High. Today I came across an interview with Rebecca Barron from the podcast Imagination podcast. And this woman, I've seen her on Facebook Shorts, and she is an MK Ultra SRA, satanic ritual abuse, royal family, trafficked child. She's a survivor, and she is sharing her story, and she's well spoken. She's interesting. She wrote a book as well, and I watched the interview, and I find it interesting. Now, Rebecca is not a Christian. She's very New Age, and I don't know if you've heard of Annika. I don't recall her last name, but with the first name like Annika. She also is very New Age, and she is a survivor. And so it breaks my heart when these women have been through hell as a child, and they come out of it and are healing and working through things, and they don't know God. They are serving false gods. Okay, so that's sad in itself, but that is not my point. So when I'm listening to Rebecca, I'm thinking back to Erika. And she may have been an MK Ultra, SRA survivor. Actually, she's a survivor, but she may not know her own story. Rebecca got breakthrough thoughts and dreams when she was 33. And her abuse ended when she was 12, but it was locked away in the trauma centers, compartmentalized in her brain. And then it came back through when she was 33. So maybe Erika's hasn't come back yet. I don't know if she is an MK Ultra SRA survivor. Maybe she was raised in that. Do you know how many people in Hollywood are survivors of MK Ultra or still in the system, still have a handler and have not come out of it? And so I was thinking back to that. I thought, boy, I talked pretty harshly about Erika, and maybe she has been imprisoned with her brain. You know how they abuse these children to a very high level, so then their brain splits off and builds walls around these compartmentalized trauma memories. And so sometimes they never come back, and like for Rebecca, they started coming back through when she was 33. So, and she's sharing about that and sharing what's coming forth. Well, if Erika is a survivor, yet still a captive of the demonic system, then she is programmed to do what she did and may have very little recollection. They can be programmed, these victims, survivors, can be programmed for so many different things. They can be programmed to kill people and then have absolutely no memory of it. That's what the high level of abuse does to their brain. Okay. And if you don't know about MK Ultra and satanic ritual abuse, you're going to want to check into it. The Lord brought me to this 7 years ago, and I was shocked. I could not believe that this was going, this was going on. And it's still going on, and it's been going on for a long time, and it's wretched. It's pure evil. So I just wanted to apologize for speaking harshly about Erika. I don't know if she is willfully serving Satan. I still think either she set Charlie up, or she and Charlie are, in this together. I believe Charlie's alive somewhere. Again, as I shared in my last video, it's so evident the way that they handled things that he is not dead. No one films themselves at their husband's casket like Erika did, trying to prove her husband was dead, and she's mourning as he is, laid to rest in his coffin. No, no. I mean, seriously. So, but I don't know if she is actually a victim of MK Ultra and maybe programmed to do a lot of this stuff. Who knows? This goes so far and so wide and so deep and is so horrible. It's one of the toughest things. That and animal abuse, and I shared about that in my trigger warning video. It's been going on and on. I'm so glad our time is almost done. I want to be done here. I just want to be done here. But speaking of, I'm going to share a little bit about that in just a second. I also want to share about the digital ID just a little bit. So again, I just wanted to finish my statements about Erika. I don't know anything about her history other than she was in a pageant, and that's when she met Trump. And then it was because of Trump that she met Charlie, and it just, well, you can put the pieces together. So, but I don't know if she is a victim. Some people are a victim of this and stuck in it and programmed into it and don't know the truth about themselves or others. And it's so prevalent in the elite circles, Hollywood circles, all that. Yeah, so maybe she is, and she really doesn't even know what she's doing. I don't know. So again, I'm going to be done with that. And then if you want to check out Rebecca Barron, again, she's not a Christian. She's very New Age, but she's very interesting, and she shares what she knew as a kid. And she was brought before the royal family, and she says that Catherine is dead and Charles is dead, she said. And Charles, the Charles we see is a clone. That's what she says. And the Queen's dead. And she mentioned somebody else, and now I can't recall it. But it's also twisted and weird. Yeah. But the reason why I listened to her, first of all, she's interesting. And you learn so much about what goes on behind the scenes. But remember, she is New Age, so be careful about that. So, and then I want to get into the digital ID. Guys, our time is so short. Our time is so short. And now they're rolling out the digital ID. I was listening to Richard Raley, and Raley is Railey. He's on Facebook. And he said on Sunday night when he made a video, he said that after he got done with his day, very busy day, and he was scrolling on his phone in his car, and he came across some videos, and I'm going to tell you about that in a second. But he heard in his spirit as he was, watching a video, that he heard the Lord say in his spirit, "It's here. It's here." So he was watching a video about the digital ID. Now, and he said over 30,000 people in Sweden have already been microchipped. All your data's on that microchip. But it's supposed to be the first, or like the precursor to the mark of the beast. But I don't know that if someone takes a digital ID, like was stated in the UK, that people will not be allowed to work if they do not have a digital ID. So they're clamping down. It's coming down, and it's coming down the pike to us, guys. Our time is short. So I looked up just a little bit of information on the digital ID, and it says 7 countries so far are implementing the digital ID system. Singapore, India, I'm not sure how to say this one, Estonia, 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 Sweden, Germany, Japan, Canada. So that's what I found. And of course, they're talking about it like it's some wonderful thing, and it's a way to keep the aliens, out, or from getting jobs, or from doing some of the criminal things that they do. But it's not good. We know the times. We know what it means for us, and pretty soon we're not going to be able to buy or sell. And I don't fully understand it yet, but it's like a two-part system where the digital ID and then the rollout of that's actually the full-on mark of the beast. But you need one to get the other. So if you get the digital ID, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, because I haven't. I've been busy lately with we had my daughter's shower, and then now I've got 2 weeks to clean out my whole house in Springfield, and I'm working 4 days this week, 1 day next week. So next week's my big move week. So I have not looked fully into the digital ID. Maybe you know more and can share it in the comments. But Richard Rayleigh heard it's here, this rollout. So please be very careful. I'm not planning to get that. I don't care if it's the mark or associated with the mark or what it all is. I'm not getting it. So, and that means they're going to take our houses. It's not just we can't work. We can't get food. We can't get medical care. We can't anything, So it's all coming. It's all coming. So I wanted to share one more thing with you. Maybe I'll share more on that another time. I need to look into it. But again, I'm working this week, and then next week is my moving week. So I'll get a little more into that. It's just alarming how quickly it's moving. That's my point. I want to play just over 3 minutes of a video that Walking by the Spirit Always Terry posted on her channel today. I want to play. This is a young man named Isaac, and he got a word from the Lord. I want to play it for you.
Who I sit down at his right hand.
I'll show you.
Destruction is coming. Many fools will believe that peace has begun because the veil has been tightly pulled over their eyes by the evil one. And so it begins. Have your lamps ready. So I was supposed to go to bed just now, and I just got done praying for some individuals, and as I was praying, the Lord told me to grab a notepad or paper and a pencil and start writing. This is the most descriptive writing I've ever had to do. I've given messages before, but not to this extent. So please listen. It says, "My bride, I know you have been patiently waiting on my arrival. Your time here on earth is coming to an end. Soon we will be joined before the Father, whose name is above all names. El Shaddai, the one who has been performing miracles and signs in the night skies that no one seems to pay attention to. The one who sends the prophets and the servants to give a message of repentance and destruction that no one seems to pay attention to. Oh, woe to you who do not pay attention. Oh, woe to you who doesn't have their lamps ready. There is such ignorance among the church. You fighting and refuting each other about dates and times. Can't you tell when the sun is going down? Can't you smell the rain before it comes? Can't you see all the signs that are in front of you? What more do you want from me? Nothing is ever good enough. Soon, my bride, there will be no more mockery towards you. As my Father, who rescued the Israelites from oppression and slavery from the Egyptians and performed many miracles before their own eyes, soon you too will see the same wonders of the Father, who sends me as proof to the world that there is a God, the one true God. My bride, you will suffer just a little bit more, so just prepare. But know again that I am coming. There will be speculation worldwide when my bride is taken from earth, that it was from another source other than me. Those who are left behind will know this is not to be true, and many will lose faith for being left behind, but many will also rise from isolation and begin to spread the one truth. More than before, the whole world at this time will hear the gospel, the true living word of my Father, who I sit down at his right hand. Destruction is coming. Many fools will believe that peace has begun because the veil has been tightly pulled over their eyes by the evil one. And so it begins. Have your lamps ready.
Have your lamps ready. Isn't that interesting? I'll link that in the description if you want to listen to it again. Yeah, he is just so moved and touched by his word from the Lord. And I thought it was so poignant. Yeah, my heart breaks. But I'm so grateful our time is short. So I'm going to stop there, fam. Of course, my vid's getting too long once again because of my limited space on my phone. I try to keep them shorter, and sometimes it just doesn't happen. But anyway, look for the link in the description if you want to listen to the video of this young man. And I will see you soon.